Okay, there, music fans. Today we're talking about the Irish Bodhran. My Irish brogue is not very good. We actually own one of these. We did a piece of music that required one, so I wrote a grant and I got one. They're kind of nice. This is a not a super expensive. It was like $200 or so. Um, but they hail from Ireland mostly. There's a special stick you use. It's a double-headed stick. It's called a tipper, and there's a way when you play on it to do all these special fancy things that I'm not going to demonstrate because I'm not very good at it. But this is what it looks like. I've had students make other ones, but that's the one that came with it. So it's called a tipper. They typically come from Ireland. You hear them in Irish music a lot. The head, a traditional Bodhran head, is made from goat skin. Before I started playing this one today, I got some water and I got the head wet because the pitch was really high. And as you hear, it's as the water is soaking in, the pitch is actually going down. So you can get a bunch of different sounds out of it. Some of the higher end ones have things on the side where you can actually tune them. This one is made with a leather strap and just some brads that are put in there. So the way you tune it is by stretching the head tighter. Some of them have a mechanism on the back you can squeeze and it'll make it just a little bit tighter. Some of them have lugs, like on a snare drum or something. This one does not, but you can put water on it. It's even going lower. So, it's been around a very long time. It was made popular in the 1960s, mainly through the advent of television, because they could share the music that they were doing with the world. The guy who's really responsible for this was an Irishman named Sean O'Riordan. And he got on television and said, "Hey, this is Irish traditional music. Check this out." And it became very popular. Also, this group called the Chieftains. The Chieftains are a traditional Irish group, and they're phenomenal. Nobody really knows where it came from. It's been around a very long time. It could have been just a noisemaker to scare off evil spirits. They could use it in military music. They could use it as an agricultural vessel for transporting, seeds or whatever, just as a basket. And then they turned it over and went, "Hey, listen what happens when we play on the side of the basket. It sounds like a drum. How fun." Or for harvesting grain, because it's a handy thing. It's got a handle in it, and then you turn it over when you're done with the grain, and it's party time. So, lots of fun there. So there's lots of uses for this thing originally. We don't really know because they didn't keep records back then. There's different styles for playing, and the style is named after the region where it was developed. So there's all these different styles. The most common one is Kerry style, and that's the kind that uses the two-headed tipper. You can you sweep it up and down. Yeah, I'm not very good at it. Should study my Bodhran a little bit more. But Kerry style is the most common. The unique thing about a Bodhran is one of the only drums that you only play with one hand. So most drums involve both hands, but this one is you only use one hand when you play it. So interesting. Okay. There is a very cool piece of Irish cultural music called Riverdance. It became very popular in the 90s, and it has an international touring group. and they're on Broadway. So we're going to watch a little bit of this. This is called the Bodhran dance. Check this out. It's very fun. One of the interesting things about that show, Riverdance, is how incredibly athletic those dancers are. There's two lead dancers for the whole show. And when it opened, the main male character, Michael Flatley was his name, absolute superstar. He said that during every show, he worked so hard that he lost about 5 pounds. So every single day, he ate like 3 or 4 plates of spaghetti just to carbo load before every show. But the guy probably had 0% body fat because it's basically a 2-hour workout every single day. It's pretty amazing to watch those guys dance. And they all have the metal taps on their shoes, and it's pretty cool. Okay, next time we will take a look at another interesting membranophone. This one is the cuica. So we'll learn a little bit about this drum. It's a very unique sound. Okay, see you then. Bye-bye.